Hello, and welcome to the newest episode of the Drive Home Podcast. I'm your host, and I am annoyed at pollen. But that's besides the point. Let's drive this podcast home as soon as I correct my seat. I guess I could just... yeah. Nah, that's better. Okay, wait. Now the seat's too close. There we go. Alright, so, today I got out at 8. My grandmother, is done spending the weekend. She's helping out my mother a lot because my mother's doing some interior stuffs. You know, the general stuff. Honestly, it is quite misty out right now where I am for it being 8 at night. And it was kind of misty midday yesterday when I got out of work. Though I think it was raining hard like all day yesterday. I can't remember though. But there's pollen everywhere, and it's starting to annoy the crap out of me. I used to be very big on being sick because of pollen, and I kind of grew out of it. But that's the thing, it was pollen. I know I had like a hay allergy or something, and either I'm not around hay enough anymore, or I just grew out of that. But I have no idea. I still need to look for a new job. And I kind of wish the cars in front would actually go the speed limit. Don't get me wrong, I like a nice slow drive every once in a while, but like I want to go home. But yeah, it's an okay day. Didn't have too much trouble. But yeah, I don't know. There's something in my eye. Like, you ever have something in your eye, like right where your eye connects to like where the inner part of your eye, not like the inner part, but like the part that basically touches your nose, right? Like, I don't know what that's called, but you rub that like when you're with the sleepy seeds or whatever those are. I once had those crusted over my eyes. It was crazy. I don't know what had happened, but I don't really remember what happened specifically is a better way to phrase it. But I remember waking up one morning. I think I was like basically unable to see. It was so weird. I thought I went blind or something like randomly because I was really young at the time. But I guess I just like had a bunch of sleepy seeds all over my eyes or whatever they're called. That's what I've learned to call them as. But I don't actually know what they are, where they come from, or whatever. I'm pretty fine other than that. I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart World because I got the Switch too. It's so fun. I'm addicted. Me and my friends are really big on Undertale and Deltarune and stuff, and so we sort of played through chapter 3, I guess. On the day that the Switch 2 officially came out. But I just was playing Mario Kart because I didn't really need to like they like doing voiceovers for the characters and stuff, and it was really funny because I don't do that many. They've learned to not ask me to do a voice, or they pre-establish you just about voice, and sometimes they have more time to do it than I do, and so they would just do the stuff. So a lot of the voices are sort of like predetermined. And also because because they did they did Undertale, and they kind of did it mostly without me. I kind of came in at the end, I think, and I did Asgore, I think. But it's I'm pretty sure it's a good game. It's just, I don't know. Just that sort of like repetitive kind of action, I guess. In that kind of gameplay loop. I guess, and with like the multiple endings, I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong, I like multiple ending games. They're interesting and stuff. But I don't know. I guess the way Undertale does it just kind of doesn't speak to me as much. I guess because it's like you gotta. How do I phrase this? You gotta change the way you play to get different endings, right? Like, if you're playing it like it's a classic RPG, you're gonna get, at least for Undertale, you're gonna get the genocide ending. If you play it extremely passively, you get like the passive route ending, or whatever it's called. And then there's like the neutral ending where you kill some characters but not all characters or something. And then there's a couple secrets and certain something or others that you can do. All I really remember about Undertale itself is that you're a human and you need to get back to the surface, but you need all of the hearts to get back to the surface. But at the end of the game, Flowey's like, nah, I'm big evil Flowey, and I was also alive and a monster once, or something. But now I'm evil and whatever. And then you use the power of friendship to be like, nah. Anyway, from what I remember, we got, I guess, the secret ending to part 3 or something, or we almost did. I guess we needed a specific item that we didn't get. I don't know. I didn't really pay too much attention. All I really remember is TV Guy, Sun and Moon and Star. Star as in, or wait, well no, because it's the sun and then, or wait, no, it's the moon and the clouds, or wait, is it the sun and clouds, or is it the, well, but it's moon shaped. I never paid that much attention, but the two lovers, and then what do you call that person, creature from the, who keeps showing up? Made it a three-way, I guess. And then Lancer got way too many extra controllers. Yeah, all I really remember is if you tell both of the people, if you get them to like fight with each other, you can talk to them separately in the break room or whatever, and you can tell them to you're good on your own. You don't need nobody else. And if you tell that to both of them, in the next segment, I guess, you can find them to form the Rainbow Bridge. But when they meet up, it's that other thing that's there. What is it called? It's from the previous parts, or maybe it's also in Undertale. I don't know. It gets a funny voice from one of my friends who voices it. Like a hint of gay but like they're a little fabulous, you know? I don't know. Honestly, I don't remember much. But yeah, then they do like a power thruple or something. And that's kind of funny. And then I don't know if we're supposed to do something, but I think at some point they ditch the fabulous one who suggested the thruple. But I don't remember if that was a thing or if I'm just making that up. Or maybe it was almost a thing, but then it wasn't. I don't remember. It was a couple days ago at this point, and I was barely paying attention. It was entertaining, but I don't know, I was more obsessed with Mario Kart. It's so fun. It's honestly legitimately really fun. I'm not necessarily going to say it's worth $80 at this point, but I think it's definitely, depending on how much they charge for the DLC, it might be worth $80. Which I'm assuming they're going to be doing, since it's the newest Mario Kart. Like, if the DLC is half the price of the previous DLC, I would say 100% worth. But I don't remember. I don't know. Like I really enjoyed playing it, and I love playing, and I'll probably play it some when I get home. But it's an experience, and I really like it. My only actual complaint that I'm having with it, the character sort system is not great. So it seems like characters are sorted, so you have multiple pages filled with characters, right? And you have two sort options. They don't really tell you what they are, but essentially it's costume characters are with their main character, or the costume characters are at the end with the minions, I guess. And the biggest issue with this is that the characters are sorted left to right, top to bottom, when you sort with the characters who have different skins to be part of it, they are sorted by top down, left to right. And that doesn't really work. It gets confusing because of the way the characters, like, of the position that they're in. Because there's only 2 or 3 characters that, like, if you're playing by yourself, and I don't really remember how small it gets with additional players, you get like 12 slots at once on your screen, 4 across, 3 up and down. The 3 rows, 4 columns, I guess, is the way to phrase it. But I don't know. It's definitely. I really like the game. I really like it, and it's. I think it could just be that I just need a break from Mario Kart 8 because I had that game on the Wii U, and it's essentially a barely different version of Mario Kart 7, in my opinion, which I had for a small amount of time. All the biggest difference is it eventually got DLC. There are more characters and carts in it, and the 8 item, I guess. And also it's on the Wii U and the Switch. But other than that, it's like it plays the same as Mario Kart 7. We've had the same exact Mario Kart for like 3 iterations, if you really think about it. Most people just think, well, it's the Wii U and they got ported to Switch. No, Mario Kart 7 is basically Mario Kart 8, but on a Nintendo 3DS. Like, basically. The only... I don't know if there's too much of a difference. I don't know what the exact differences are, besides, I guess, the graphics and stuff. And maybe 7 has some different items. Like, I don't think 8 has the super big, the giant mushroom, but I could be wrong. It's just, it doesn't show up in the, I mean, glide segments are a bit more straightforward in 7 from what I remember. Oh, my phone. Oh, dang it. Well, now I've got to get y'all back from come on. There we go. Anyway, that's all the time I've got for now. But, yeah, no, we basically had the same Mario Kart for the longest time. Mario Kart World is such a breath of fresh air, honestly. Anyway, I want to go inside and do whatever I'm doing next. So, thank you for listening to this episode of the Drive From Podcast. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, you don't have to. I forget how the spiel goes, but have a great next 24 hours. And as always, I'll see you next time I drive this podcast home. See ya.